What is up, guys? Silver Warrior here, and today I wanted to talk about silver stacking, primarily generic bullion, as savings, because people always talk about, when they always talk about silver, they always say silver investing, silver stacking, simple stuff like that, but no one ever really truly mentions the fact that when you're buying generic bullion, you're not going to be necessarily, unless you're buying it just for a quick flip, which is, the only way you can do that is if you buy under melt. Chances are, if you're in there for the long run, at least for the time being, you're silver stacking, to save money. And really, what it comes down to it is, by buying silver, you are saving. It's the same thing as hoarding cash, except, you can't have your silver get inflated. The only difference is that your silver is always going to be worth something, unlike, the fiat dollar. So, therefore, when you are buying silver, there's a few things I guess you have to consider when buying generic bullion. Like, for one, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. That's never the way silver has been. It's never the way it's going to be. I can promise you that. When the price bubbles, that's great, but it doesn't always happen. And, right now, it looks like the prices might bubble, but they might not. Who knows? I mean, you can't necessarily say one way or the other. And even if they do, it doesn't happen that often. The last bubble, I believe, was in 2008. So, or at least the last major one. And, I mean, that's not too long ago, 8 years ago or so. It's not a super long time ago, but still, it's not like you can buy it into, expect it one day to make a bunch of money. And if you do it wrong, then you can lose a lot of money in the bubble too. I mean, obviously, for every person who makes $1, there's someone that loses $1. That's the way it works. The money's not coming out of nowhere. It's not coming out of thin air. For all the money you're making, somebody's losing money too. So, it's obviously, you don't want to be one of the people that's losing money, but someone has to lose money in that scenario. So, I mean, it just makes sense, right? It's like in the stock market. Whenever stock goes up, another stock goes down. It's not like, I mean, I guess unless the stock market's gaining points, then maybe, generally it's on the rise. But still, stocks are definitely going to go down. Not every stock's going to go up constantly in the stock market. And it's the same thing with buying silver, Not every coin's going to go up in value either. Some will lose value. And with, silver bullion, some people are going to lose money. So don't be one of those people, obviously, that's going to be losing money. And trying to buy and then sell quickly with generic bullion is the way to do it. That's the way to lose money. If you want to lose money, then do that. Because, I mean, if your goal is to buy silver and lose money on it, then go ahead. Buy some and sell it the same day. That's the perfect way to lose money in silver. But if you want to secure your wealth and actually possibly have the chance of making a very large sum of money in the future, then you want to be in it for the long run, and you want to understand that silver is really just the same thing as saving money, except you're guarding yourself against inflation. Like I said, you're, actually hoarding real tangible wealth. I mean, this stuff, this 5-ounce bar is always going to be worth something. I mean, it's always going to have some kind of value, and even if its value is being suppressed, everyone complains about that, but I'm like, I don't care, because it means I can buy more silver. And when when the suppression's over and the true value exposes itself, then great. I mean, if that happens, then that's a lot of wealth that I'm going to be able to acquire. And even if it doesn't, I'm still at least saving money by buying, silver instead of buying something like video games that I don't need. I'm putting my money into silver, and I can't take a bar and go and buy something with it. So, it's basically a way to promise to myself that I'm not going to waste my money. I'm hoarding something that does have real tangible value, but I'm happy you can't go to the store and spend an ounce of silver, because, that means that I have to consider that, I have to keep this. I can't just go and use it as money to buy something that I don't need. Every time I buy an ounce of silver, that's, money that I could have wasted, but I decided not to. And like I said, I am guarding myself against inflation with every ounce of silver that I stack. So, hope you enjoyed the quick video. That is it for this one. Peace, love, and much respect.